and today I'm going to tell you about the Milky Way galaxy, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what it looks like, what's in it, and how big it is. So right now we are here at Eastern University. This is a screenshot from Google Earth. I don't know if anyone's ever used that program. But if you want to be more specific, we're actually right where that little book is in HHC in class. So if we zoom out about 11 billion miles, we are actually here on Earth. And on an even grander scale, we're actually right here in the Milky Way galaxy, right about there. So the Milky Way galaxy is a subdivision of the universe. Scientists say that there are millions of other subdivisions in our universe. And we are placed perfectly in between the two rungs. This is actually a barred spiral galaxy, and it's called that for the big bar that goes through the center, and then the arms that swirl around it. And we're placed perfectly in between two of them, and it's like perfectly placed because if we were in the middle, there's actually this supermassive black hole. It's about 4 million times the mass of the sun, and within the actual rungs, there's like a lot of chaos going on there. So we're placed perfectly in between. So what's in the Milky Way? So there are billions and billions of stars just in the Milky Way alone, and if we were to count them one per second, it would actually take us 2,500 years to count all of them. And one of these stars is the sun, and around it orbits the Earth. The Milky Way is about 100,000 light years wide, and a light year, like the value of a light year is how far light travels in 1 year. So if light goes 186,000 miles per second, then in 1 year it goes 5.88 trillion miles, which is the value of 1 light year. So if we were to actually do the math, and our galaxy is 100,000 light years, then our galaxy is 5.88 trillion times 100,000 miles across. Wow. And now I'm going to show you a video. It's from Bill Nye the Science Guy, and he talks about, he's mainly like talking about our planets and like our solar system and how far away they are, but just keep in mind like everything he's talking about is within our galaxy. So just think about like how big our galaxy must be to contain that, and then like even our universe to then contain our galaxy. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Imagining distances in space is difficult because everything is so far apart. But think of it this way. Let's say that this miniature soccer ball is the size of our sun, and it's right on the goal of a soccer field. Then this speck is Mercury. This is Venus. This tip of a ballpoint pen is our Earth, 2.5 meters from the miniature soccer ball sun. Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, 25 meters from the goal. Uranus, and Neptune, 76 meters away. And Pluto's back here. Almost out of the building, 100 meters away. How far do you think it is to the next star? Well, it's not in here.
Kids, don't drive this way at home. You can leave tire marks on the living room carpet.
Boy, I hope I didn't plug the iron. Hope we didn't leave the stove on. It would be here. The nearest star would be here. 7 hours of highway driving, about 700 kilometers away. And that's only if you think of the stars being this big. I mean, real stars are huge, enormously huge, enormously, bigly huge.
All right.
Nothing like this. You couldn't get to the nearest star if you traveled your entire lifetime. No way. It's kind of cold out.
Bill Nye the Science.
So that just kind of puts into perspective how big everything within the Milky Way is. So it all sounds like really big to us, but in reality it's actually super small, like in comparison to our entire universe. Scientists actually say that our solar system is the size of a quarter, and our galaxy is the size of the North American continent. So that's pretty minute, and that's why like on that picture of the Milky Way that I had where I pointed to Earth, there's not even a dot to represent it that you can visibly see, because like if the size of our solar system is a quarter, like our Earth is extremely, extremely small. So something that's really fascinating is that you can actually see the Milky Way from Earth. And how is this possible? Well, we are on a planet within the galaxy, so all those spiral arms are like basically all around us. And the Milky Way is actually extremely bright. And how can we see it? So if you take like just a clear dark night and use a compass to find the northern sky, so basically you just pull out a compass, see where it points north, and then you look up, you might be able to see the Milky Way galaxy. And I have a couple pictures from this website. It's a pretty cool website. It's called Yes, You Can See the Milky Way from Earth. And these are just some pictures of what the Milky Way looks like on Earth from like just different parts of the world. And those are my sources. So yeah, I hope you've learned a lot about the Milky Way, like what it looks like, what's within it, and how big it is. And I hope you found it interesting, just like I did.